spare time, I also like to tinker with new game ideas. Still testing so far, but maybe one day I'll want to publish my own game. I even already got my first quotes for manufacturing and illustration. Wait. Wouldn't it be amazing to be able to make my dream come true with the help of others? Hello to you, tabletop enthusiast! I'm Celine, brand and community manager for Game On Tabletop, the crowdfunding platform for gamers by gamers. Maybe you're like me and kind of always think about how cool it would be to create your own game. Or maybe you already are an established publisher, but you would like to know if crowdfunding would open up more possibilities for you. Should I crowdfund my game? Let's talk about that. First, let's all agree on what crowdfunding a game really means. As you can probably tell from its name, crowdfunding is composed of crowd and fund, which means funding your game using the crowd support. I know that was an easy one, but it's also more than just that. It allows you to test the waters, build a community and hype, improve your product, and much more. There are many reasons why you would want to crowdfund your game. But the most important part is to understand why you want to crowdfund your project. Depending on your main objective, you might build your campaign differently. Let's look at a few common reasons to use crowdfunding. Reason number 1, raising funds. Of course, one big reason to crowdfund a game might be because you don't have the necessary funds available to pay for the first print upfront. Creating a game involves a lot of costs. Game design, marketing, illustration, production, and even though you will still need to invest time and money to get the project started, it can be difficult to find the resources needed up front, even for already established publishers. For you, this amount will easily represent thousands of dollars you probably don't have lying around. For the crowd, this represents a large number of people, but a small amount per person. So if you know that you can get the crowd as excited as you are about your new game, crowdfunding can make that huge amount needed so much smaller and bring you closer to your dream. For example, let's look at the French actual play series Roll and Play. They game every Thursday on YouTube and have built a huge crowd of viewers that enjoy their weekly adventures. However, video production is expensive. In order to continue to produce the next seasons, they launched 2 very successful crowdfunding campaigns. This not only allowed them to continue the format, but also make even more content and an interactive campaign. Reason number 2, creating the buzz. Maybe you already have enough funds to make a first print run from your campaign. However, you don't have a huge following yet on your game and are looking for creative ways to market it. Crowdfunding can actually be a powerful tool for that. It is all about living an exciting adventure that everyone will remember even years from now. Be creative, make it new and full of surprises. People will talk about it, share, and be just as excited as you are. Some games would have never become as popular if they would have not been crowdfunded. It is a big feat to achieve, but it can be an amazing tool to build hype and community. A great example is the German RPG line XN1733 by Ulysses Spiel. This innovative setting in Berg times really found its community through the crowdfunding campaign. The success of their first campaign transferred it into an entire product line for Ulysses, who have since been able to crowdfund 3 additional supplement campaigns. Woo! Reason number 3, crowdfunding as a sales channel. Some creators or publishers build upon crowdfunding as being their main sales channel. They might rhythm their year through the various campaigns and make their community get used to this way of publishing their newest games. Others will choose not to release their products in retail at all and become crowdfunding exclusive. If your community get used to you using crowdfunding on a regular basis, they might come back more frequently. And as long as you manage the steady handling of projects, this can be your main entry of sales. German RPG publisher Ulysses Spiel has a very solid crowdfunding strategy, carefully selecting and planning their crowdfunding projects ahead of time. A very low backup base follows them through this big adventure. The French RPG publisher Les Douze Singes as well uses crowdfunding for most of their games. Reason number 4, market research. So you've created your amazing new game and you love it. And you are also sure that others will love it too. But will there be 10 people or 10,000 people that will want to play it? For your production costs, that quantity will make a huge difference. But how to know in advance how much interest there is? Again, crowdfunding is an amazing tool to get a general idea of how many people will buy your game. Sometimes, a game will sell very well through crowdfunding. and less through retail. And sometimes it's the other way around. But anyway, it at least takes away a portion of the risk for you. Whereas printing 10,000 copies and selling only 1,000 will represent a very big loss that might even bring down more established publishers. French publishers Black Book Edition and Monolith teamed up for their game Capitaine Vaudou, not really knowing what to expect. The success was huge and allowed to upgrade the game, but even start working on a translation into English. Reason number 5. Making your game even more amazing. What if your project exceeds its expectations? What if even more people support you that you would have never been able to dream of? Would you add more miniatures? Would you improve print quality? Would you pay your artists more? You never know if success is just around the corner. But with crowdfunding, you might very well just be able to be on the bare minimum you need to create your game. If more people support your project than what you absolutely need, crowdfunding will allow you to upgrade your game even more. As crowdfunding will also mostly be direct sales, you might be able to have a better margin than when going through retail, and can offer amazing goodies that will better the gameplay experience. Just look at all those beautiful Jurassic World miniatures that Exogame was able to unlock. To summarize, there are a lot of reasons why crowdfunding might or might not be the right thing for you. Try to map out what problem it would solve for you and what opportunities it would open. Build upon that to craft a campaign that will be unique to you and your backers. And maybe it will even become your main sales channel someday. Know for sure that crowdfunding is a roller coaster ride and you need to be ready for it. Some reasons crowdfunding might not work for you is the time investment it takes, and you might not have a team that can manage the direct customer contact and marketing. Some types of games also tend to perform better in retail than online, or maybe you don't have enough content to build a crowdfunding strategy. But in any case, get some people aboard. Learn about crowdfunding and take the time that you need to transform your dream into durable success. But remember that here at Game On, we can be by your side at every step. It is never too early or too late to reach out to us. You'll find our contact info in the description box below. And that's it for me today. Don't forget to subscribe to follow our next crowdfunding adventures. Thank you for watching and see you soon.